each of the scopes except for import affects transitive dependencies in different ways in Maven. Now we are considering the dependency scope. Each of the scopes except import affect transitive dependencies. Dependency scope is used to limit the transitivity of a dependency and to determine when a dependency is included in a class path. There are 6 scopes. Compile, that this is the default scope used if none is specified. Compile dependencies are available in all class paths of a project. Furthermore, those dependencies are propagated to dependent projects. Provided, this is much like compile but indicates you expect the JDK or a container to provide the dependency at runtime. For example, when building a web application for Java Enterprise Edition, you would set dependency on the servlet API and related Java EE APIs to scope provided because the web container provides those classes. A dependency with the scope. This scope is added to the class path used for compilation and test, but not for runtime class path. It is not transitive. Runtime, this scope indicates that the dependency is not required for the compilation, but for the execution. Maven includes a dependency with the scope at runtime and test class paths, but not the compile class path. Test, the scope indicates the dependency is not required for normal use of compile application, and is only available for test compilation and execution phases. The scope is not transitive. Typically, this scope is used for test libraries such as JUnit, Mockito. It is also used for non-test libraries such as Apache Commons AI, IO, if those libraries are used in unit test, src/test/java, but not in the model code for src/main/java. System, the scope is similar to provided, except that you have to provide the jar which contain it explicitly. Artifact is always available and is not looked up in the repository. Import, the scope is only supported on the dependency type POM on the dependency management section. It indicates the dependencies to be replaced with the effective list of dependencies in the specified POM dependency management section. Since it is replaced, dependencies with the scope import do not actually participate in limiting transitivity of a dependency. Each of the scopes except for import affect transitive dependencies in different ways. It is demonstrated in the table here. If a dependency is set to the scope in the left column, the transitive dependency of that dependency is with the scope across the top row results in the dependency with the main project with the scope listed at intersection. If no scope is listed, it means the dependency is omitted. Here you can see compile is compile and runtime, and he provided and provided with runtime is provided and runtime is runtime here, and the test is with compile test, and with compile test runtime is test. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.